This is the movement report for Chilliwack, and we're doing the Chilliwack board. So all of the surrounding areas of Chilliwack, this is for you. And we're talking residential real estate for the month of May 2024. Now, Chilliwack is down 21% for transactional volume, all property types, in the month of April. So we're looking at April's numbers in May. You guys know the drill. Normally in Chilliwack, we would see 331 transactions in the month of April. Unfortunately, we only saw 277. So down 21%, but inventory is up. Active listings in Chilliwack are up 12% from the 10-year average for the month of April. And new listings are up 6% for the month of April as well. So we're seeing more inventory hitting the market in Chilliwack, and we're seeing transactional volume down. However, prices seem to be rising like everywhere else in the Fraser Valley, which makes no sense. In Chilliwack, the average home sold was $966,000 in the month of April. That's up $33,000 for the month of March. Now remember, the Chilliwack board doesn't do HBI price, so they don't have the average of the average, unfortunately. We're just doing whatever happened to have sold in that month, but it's showing you that prices are starting to rise in Chilliwack, or have been since January. The sales to active ratio on detached houses is sitting around 22%, which is just into a seller's market. We like to see 12 to 20% as a balanced market typically. What's interesting is townhouses took a bit of a dip in price. Again, this is the average, so what happened to have sold, not a really good trajectory like HBI price like the Fraser Valley board does, but it kind of lets us know what's going on a little bit. So it seems that townhouses took a bit of a dip, $30,000 month over month. We'll see what happens next month, as that likely will bounce back a bit, again, based on what had sold. So townhouses are sitting at 34% sales to active ratio. Again, that's a seller's market. Anything above 20 is a seller's market. So lots of transactional volume happening on townhouses, probably a price thing. People can afford a mortgage on a townhouse. Getting into a house might be a bit more of a stretch, something along those lines. Apartments in Chilliwack also down, sitting at $425,000 for the month, a 27% sales to active ratio, and they're down just over $12,000 month over month. Now, again, take that with a grain of salt, because Chilliwack, again, doesn't have the HBI price, but it kind of lets you know what's going on in Chilliwack a little bit. I really think that the prices are going to be dependent on what the Bank of Canada does. If we see a reduction come in June or July, it's going to be like everyone off to the races. We're going to see kerosene thrown onto the fire, and everyone's going to be jumping in with 2 feet. So if you're looking at getting something, you might want to do it now before that happens. But if the Bank of Canada does not reduce rates, which may happen, I mean, America's talking about even raising rates. So if Canada doesn't reduce rates, I think that the prices will start to fall. Seeing inventory climb up and transactional volume down puts downward pressure on prices. It's a bear market according to the numbers. But unfortunately, behavior is not following that trend. So it's very difficult to predict what's about to happen when there's so much speculation on what's going on with the Bank of Canada. So unfortunately, we're going to have to wait and see what happens on prices in Chilliwack until the Bank of Canada makes an announcement. I'm Eric, and this is the Movement Report for Chilliwack for the month of May 2024. If you have any questions, please reach out. I am happy to help.